Alright guys, let's just start this video off right. Because here we have Kobe Bryant in the Western Conference semifinal. There are 5 minutes left and Kobe gets trapped. So what does he do? Throws the ball off the backboard to himself and makes the dunk. That's absolutely sick. And I started off with that one first because, you know, it was the playoffs. However, Kobe did this multiple times, and I think it's safe to say that the grandfather of this play was actually Tracy McGrady. He did it in an All-Star game and also did it in regular season games. It's a very smart play, and that's what we'll be looking at today. We'll look at some of the smartest plays in NBA history. Let's start. We're starting with Marcelo Huertas. When the Los Angeles Lakers faced Miami Heat in the Staples Center on March 30th, 2016, Marcelo Huertas made one of the smartest and perhaps funniest plays in NBA history. Goran Dragic was caught by surprise. In the fourth quarter, as he casually dribbled past half court, a guerrilla basketball steal awaited him. Marcelo Huertas sprang out from behind Heat head coach Erik Spoelstra and stole the ball away from unsuspecting Goran Dragic. Legend says Dragic is still surprised to this day. Huertas was just standing on the sidelines looking like he was about to sub into the game. Dragic brought the ball up and then boom, thank you, we're going the other way. That's one smart and funny play. It's even funnier if you know about Marcelo Huertas. If you've looked him up on YouTube, he kinda has one of the worst, or best, low-light reels you'll ever find. He got his ankles broken quite often, and it's bad when Brandon Knight's crossing you over. The next play is from Vince Carter. For those of you who don't know, Vince Carter was one of the greatest dunkers of all time. We all remember his arm in the rim and how he jumped over a man. However, we're now looking at Dallas Mavericks Vince Carter, and he's lost a little bit of bounce in his step, so he has to get a little sneaky. In a move reminiscent of, well, Vince Carter, the Mavs forward decided to go back on his initial instinct to fake an injury. After slipping momentarily, Carter started to hold his ankle in the corner of the court. Harrison Barnes, clearly thinking he was hurt, left him alone. And then, as if by magic, Carter's ankle healed. His fairy godmothers must have been watching over him because he was no longer hurt and able to take the baseline pass for a massive dunk to beat the buzzer right before halftime. The next player did something similar to Carter, but instead of faking an injury, Avery Bradley pretended to tie his shoes to bait a pass in his direction for a steal. And it worked! Boston Celtics were down by 6 points against the Atlanta Hawks with just 1 minute and 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Avery Bradley was moving back on the defense while pretending to tie his shoelaces. It looked like he was just completely out of the play, so his opponent passed the ball to his area. Then, suddenly he sprung up to steal the ball and made an assist to Ryan Hollins to cut down their deficit to 4. That's the kind of play that can turn the outcome of a game. Smart, sneaky, and effective. The next move is another fake, and it borders on breaking the NBA code of ethics. Andre Miller, the former NBA point guard, always remained relevant during his over a dozen seasons in the NBA due to his devious tricks as well as his old man game. His greatest gift was being able to read not only the game, but also the other team. On a fateful night, Miller nearly broke the NBA code of ethics by faking a timeout midway through the third quarter of Portland's game against New Orleans. Down 7 points, with the Blazers desperately needing a boost, Miller dribbled to the sideline in what normally signals to call for a timeout. While even announcers mentioned that he had called one, instead of using it as an opportunity to ask for a stoppage and strategize, Miller saw his chance and quickly blew by Trevor Ariza, who had slowed down, assuming there would be a break, and made an easy layup. This was not the first time he pulled the move, as he fooled defenses like that before. In sports, as in life really, coaches always say not to quit until the whistle blows because you never know when your big moment will come. The Blazers won the game 103-96, and it seems that whatever they did worked. The next play has been pulled off many times, but none of them did it the way Russell Westbrook did it. This might be the most Russell Westbrook play of Russell Westbrook's career. With only 0.7 seconds left in the first half on December 14, 2015, the Oklahoma City Thunder star inbounded the ball off of Utah Jazz forward Rodney Hood's back, who was guarding another player. He caught it and made an amazing fadeaway shot. The bucket narrowed Utah's lead to 51-38 as Westbrook dashed off the court. The next sneaky play wasn't from a player, but from a former player turned coach, Jason Kidd. The then first-year coach of the Brooklyn Nets admitted that he spilled a drink on purpose in an attempt to win a game against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kidd's Nets were trailing by 2 points with less than 9 seconds left on the clock and no timeouts remaining. In the video of the incident, Kidd can be seen telling Tyshawn Taylor to hit me. Taylor does as he's told and bumps into Kidd, who then spills his drink onto the court. This gives his team a few precious seconds to plan their next move while the arena staff cleans up the liquid mess. He was fined $50,000 for the stunt. However, the expensive ploy was for nothing as the Nets still lost 99-94, cementing a pretty terrible 4-11 start for the season. The next play wasn't smart as in sneaky, but smart because the player was able to read the play that his opponent was about to run. The final play of the Kings' 91-88 victory over the Hawks on January 21, 2016 sparked curiosity among basketball enthusiasts. With Atlanta needing a 3-point to tie, they positioned 4 players in a diagonal way from where the ball was being thrown in. In response, Rajon Rondo directed his teammates into an unprecedented defensive alignment, which caused mass confusion for both teams. Rondo took a guess based on his instincts. The Kings' point guard is known for having an incredible memory, and he often uses it to predict what plays opponents will make. However, in this instance, rather than indicating to Cousins who his man was, as one would anticipate Rondo doing, he instead gestured towards the sideline corner as far away from the action as possible. However, whatever Rondo did worked, because the Hawks couldn't get a game-tying shot attempt off in time, and the Kings sealed an important victory for their playoff hopes. The next smart play is another play from the great Kobe Bryant. However, this one wasn't fully due to Kobe's brilliance, as he had help from the Hornets' brain fart. It was still smart though how he was able to take advantage of it. The New Orleans Hornets lost to the Los Angeles Lakers 108-102 on March 6, 2013 after leading by 25 points. Many people say they deserve to lose because of plays like this one. On an inbounds play with 25.5 seconds left in the game, the Lakers lined up on the side of the court they were defending rather than attacking. Seeing this, the Hornets thought they needed to defend against attack from that basket, and so they positioned their players near it. However, because of this, Kobe Bryant was able to break free and head toward an unguarded basket where Steve Blake threw him a pass for an easy dunk. The Lakers went up 106-102 thanks to the ingenious play and a blunder by New Orleans. And the last smart play was the play in the 1976 NBA Finals that literally changed the rule of the game. The moment occurred at the end of the second overtime in Game 5 of the series between the Boston Celtics and Phoenix Suns, with the series tied at 2 games apiece. John Havlicek scored what many thought was the game-winning shot, but as it turned out, there were still 2 seconds left on the clock. After the crowd calmed down from the chaos, the officials awarded a timeout to the Suns, who didn't have any timeouts remaining. They were assessed with a technical foul. The Suns admitted the technical foul to receive an extra timeout because, back then, whoever caused the technical foul still got to retain possession. The Suns realized that it would be better to strategize and tie up the game rather than go for a rush shot at winning. So, after their timeout was called, Gar Hurd took the inbound pass and made an incredible game-tying buzzer beater. This call would actually change the rules to where the opposing team takes the technical foul shot and they also get the ball back. These are just a few examples of some really smart plays from the NBA. It's interesting to see how far players have developed their basketball intelligence over the years and how they're able to come up with these plays in high-pressure situations. Who knows what else we'll see in the future? Click like and share if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more NBA videos.